Howdy folks, my name's Darren from RC Scale Models, and today we're going to be building this Eduard 148 scale X-1 prototype sound barrier brake aircraft. It was designed to break the sound barrier and high speed testing. Pretty cool aircraft. Let's do this. Okay folks, the first section is working on the cockpit, pretty much typical of most aircraft these days. This is what we get for the cockpit area. This is the bulkhead behind the pilot. This is part of the seat system. We have the cockpit floor, this side piece for the console. This is part of the seat. This is the side console, which has got to be painted and photo etched. So we're going to go ahead and assemble this. Okay folks, this is what we get for a cockpit. They require interior green colour, but I've done my references and it's more of the dark green. I think it's the dull dark green, pretty similar to what the B-17 had it inside its colour. It's the dark green colour. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start painting this. Okay folks, we finished ahead and finished the green colour. Now we're going to go ahead and do some chipping. What we're going to use for that is Tamir's FX56, which is a metal grey colour. So what you do is give it a good old shake, get some on your sponge that you get from photo etch, resin parts, whatever, from Eduard, packing material. So we load it up, you dab it on your towel, paper towel, get most of the excess off, and on my reference pictures all around the leading edge here is quite beat up where they're getting in and out of the aircraft. The actual seat itself can be a little bit beat up, so you get some kind of effect like this. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and be ready for detail painting on the black parts and seat belts and photo etch. This is what we get for a side console of the cockpit. So now this is all glued together. Okay folks, we've gone ahead and put all the cockpit together now, and we sandwiched the two fuselage halves together. As you can see, we also gone ahead and done the landing gear. Okay, this is what we get for a landing gear. I've gone ahead and attached this now. This is pretty simple, it's only 2 parts. Our next step is to attach the wings. The wings are moulded as one piece, so there's no seam lines to clean up. It's just a little bit of tab points either end where it's attached to the sprue. So this is the wing, one of the wings to go in place. It's actually this way round. This one and this one's got to go in here. And we have the little wings at the back they just slot into place as well. The fit isn't brilliant. I'm gonna have to require a little bit of sanding and a little bit of fettling and adjusting and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of filler, but it's not too bad. The kit's gone together reasonably well. We've had to clean up the spine and the lower section, try and get rid of this seam line. I've done the best I can get out of it. I'm not sure if to leave the hatch open. I might leave the hatch open. The hatch is here, as you get for a hatch, but for gluing the hatch into place, it doesn't really want to fit overly well, and it just sticks out too much and it looks really odd. So I might end up, because I've got it with the landing gear down, I might have it all open so you can see it. So that's our next step. As for the wheels, we do get resin wheels. That's the brakes. There's the front. And then there's the small wheel for the front. But other than that, there isn't much left. We've got a tiny bit left on the photo etch. You've got the exhaust system, like jet engines, which is this. These instrument panels we don't need because you get 3 types, obviously for different variants, and they upgraded the aircraft slightly during testing. I'm going for the one that's on the box art. Chuck Yeager was the pilot that was doing the testing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm doing this scheme here, which is just straight orange, from the dry leg bait late 1946. So yeah. Okay folks, the aircraft's all masked up and ready for paint. The cockpit is all black, the aircraft is the orange. I did make a slight mistake. I did paint the inside wheel wells the green like it requires, then I thought about it. I'm going to have to paint the aircraft orange, so I'm going to have to spray over it and then mask around it and just redo the green. It's not a problem. Okay folks, we've gone ahead and finished the paint. I'm not happy with the colour. It's a little bit too light for my liking, so I want a little bit darker orange. So what I've used is the same the X6 orange, and I've added a little bit FX 5, 6 red to it to make a little bit of a dark orange. So this is the result we've come up with. So it's a little bit of a darker orange. So we're going to go ahead and paint this now in the new custom colour. Okay folks, we've gone ahead and finished the second coat now of the orange. This is the custom mix. This is much more vibrant and more closer to the aircraft in the reference pictures and stuff. I think it's a much better fitting colour. I didn't film the painting because you've already seen me paint the aircraft orange once, so you don't want to see me do it again. So this is much more vibrant and more closer. I think it's a much better colour. So next step would be a clear coat and decals. Okay folks, the aircraft's all finished now. It's a pretty good little kit from Eduard. It's one of the aircraft that took part in the trials for breaking sound barrier and stuff. The pilot was Chuck Yeager. I went for the bright orange scheme, which is one of them. I think it was based at Eduard, dry lake bed was the testing area for it. I've done it with the hatch open, you can see inside the cockpit. There is minor issues with this kit. Those pitot tubes are so fragile, I've knocked them off a number of times and I've ended up breaking them, so I've had to replace them with stretch sprue. They've come out okay. The colour that I went with, orange, was X-1 from Tamiya. It was a little bit too light for me, so I ended up making a custom mix with X-6 with FX7 red to darken up a little bit. It's come out a lot better now. The gloss coat was the usual Future. I did one slight mistake with the decals. If you look on the top wing where you got the stars and bar on the underside, I ended up sticking the star and bar on the same side on the same wing. So unless you actually physically notice it, or otherwise, that I'm not going to worry about it so much. But it is a rookie mistake. I don't know how I managed to do it. I put the decals on, woke up the next day to check them, and I noticed I stuck the stars and bars on the same wing on the bottom. I'll show you. Okay, like I mentioned, the stars and bars is on this wing. If I flip the aircraft over, you can see it's on this wing. It should be on this side. I did a rookie mistake. Like I say, I don't know how I managed to do that, but I managed to make a mistake. But other than that, the kit's pretty good. It went together pretty well. I forgot to put the nose weight in as well. That's why it ended up sitting on its tail. Again, that's what you get for rushing the kit over the weekend, for trying to do it for the turkey shoot weekend for Thanksgiving. You rush these kits and you end up making mistakes. But other than that, it's a good little kit. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.